Many apologists, like William Lane Craig, hold a philosophy called substance dualism, which says that there are two kinds of substance: physical substance and non-physical substance, sometimes called mental substance, because dualists believe that that's what the mind or soul is made of. One of the biggest problems with this philosophy is the interaction problem. How is it that the mind can control the body if the mind is not physical? What would it mean for something non-physical to interact with something physical? A classic objection to dualism is that in order for something non-physical to interact with a physical system, it would have to either inject new energy into the system, violating the law of conservation of energy, or it would have to rearrange the energy already in the system, violating the law of conservation of momentum. Another problem is that all known interactions can be described as being comprised of one or more of four fundamental kinds of interaction. There's interaction via the exertion of the weak nuclear force, the exertion of the strong nuclear force, the exertion of the electromagnetic force, and the exertion of the force of gravity. To say that something non-physical interacts with the physical is to say either that there is some additional and so far undetected kind of interaction, which is unsubstantiated, or it is to say that this non-physical thing exerts one of the four fundamental forces. Non-physical things don't have mass, therefore they can't exert the force of gravity. They don't emit electromagnetic fields, so they don't exert the electromagnetic force. They don't emit or absorb bosons, which is the nature of the weak nuclear force, and they don't emit a strong force field, so they don't exert the strong nuclear force either. The apologist Eric Hernandez argues that the interaction between non-physical and physical things is ontologically basic, which is just a fancy way of saying that they just happen, and no further description is possible or necessary. The problem with this is that we don't see interactions just happen. They always fall into one of the four above-mentioned categories. For more information on substance dualism and why it doesn't make sense, I've put links to a couple of QualiaSoup videos in the description.